I loved Sex and the City from an early age. I literally still to this day, I'm plated up. This is a nameplate that says Maureen on it. Yeah, we're all plated.
You're amongst your people.
I literally just gotta chill.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to And Just Like Yap. I am Andy.
I'm Caroline.
And we are back with another recap of an original Sex and the City series episode. And today we have a very special guest here in Chicago with me, stand-up comedian, producer, hilarious, amazing human being, Maureen Nolan. Thank you for being here, Maureen. Yay!
Yay! Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Oh, we are so excited. So, Maureen, talk to us about your relationship with the show Sex and the City.
I started watching Sex and the City, I want to say maybe like 7th grade or something. Like definitely too young to like really understand what I was watching. But it had such a major impact on me as a person that I immediately, like in 7th grade, started wearing like stilettos.
Oh, no.
No, big time. And it was a very confusing look because I didn't change any other part of my style. So I was wearing like stilettos and like the jeans that we all wore that were a little bit too long, the boot cut from like Aeropostale.
Yeah.
And like
Mud.
a zip up. Mm-hmm.
M-U-D-D.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Came with a little belt.
Yes.
And that hung down like awkwardly towards your thigh. Like it went like a little too long.
For me, it was always just right in the front. And I was like, I'm not sure how I can get this over. But yeah, I loved Sex and the City from an early age. I literally still to this day, I'm plated up. This is a nameplate that says Maureen on it. Yeah, we're all plated.
You're amongst your people.
I literally just gotta chill.
Carolyn and I always like to say regarding Sex and the City that we have twin poisoned brains. You are now our third poisoned brain.
Thank you. Thank God. There's never been a group I've wanted to be in more in my life than the Poison Brain Trio. I love Sex and the City. The one thing, though, that I just want to get out of the way right at the top, because I want us to keep having fun, is that I don't accept And Just Like That into the canon of Sex and the City.
Fair.
I obviously have seen every single frame, but I don't accept it in the canon.
I, for many, many years, did not accept either of the movies as canon, and then when And Just Like That happened, I didn't want to accept it as canon. I have mixed feelings about it as well, so you're
Okay,
safe
good.
here. You're comfortable here.
Yeah.
I do, Maureen, have to ask really quick, since you are a stand-up, what do you think about Che Diaz's stand-up?
I think that Che Diaz is one of the most correct written characters in the history of mankind. I think Rogue hit it on the head when they said that, like, Che Diaz is... I know that person. I have them blocked on all my social media. You know what I mean? Like, I've met them. I know them. Do you know how badly I want to watch an iteration where Charlotte dates Che Diaz now? Yeah. Do you know how badly I want to see Charlotte in the kitchen with her hand over her mouth going, oh, while Carrie pisses herself in the next room? Yeah, I want to see that. And now I don't get to. So I am a little bit upset about it.
The fan fiction route is open to us all.
Unfortunately, also, AI is that advanced. So if you wanted to just put some images in there.
I'm going to take the water from a whole small town. I'm gonna.
For Charlotte and Che Diaz to get finger banged in the kitchen.
I would watch it. I would pay to see it. Sorry.
Oh my God! Just so we'll send that town cases of bottled water to make up for it. Maureen, which character from Sex and the City do you feel like you are? It does not have to be the core four. It can be full extended universe.
I think, and I've thought about this obviously a lot, I am a Carrie son, okay? Charlotte Moon, crazy, and Anthony Marantino rising.
That is a wild combination, but
Thank
I
you.
can see it.
I can see it. It makes sense to me. So why did you pick this episode? And we're doing Where There's Smoke, Season 3, Episode 1, the iconic episode of Season 3 premiere.
And like every good Sex and the City head, I did pick this episode because I kind of merged two plot lines, and I was like, this episode has these 3 things in it, and those 3 things are kind of in this one and the next one.
Yeah.
But I also will say I picked this episode because of my deep cultural and family connection to Staten Island.
Oh, amazing. I didn't know that.
Big. I'm from Jersey, which is kind of like the Philly area meets Staten Island combined. But Staten Island, my whole family is from Staten Island. Even though my family originates from like Queens and Brooklyn, everybody that I grew up with, like my age group and above, is all on Staten Island. I have been there more times than anyone would like to count. And the only place worse than Staten Island is New Jersey. So I've been getting it my whole life from people from Staten Island. It's one of the worst cultural wastelands in America, Staten Island. It is truly like, it's as bad as you think that it is. It's just Starbucks and pizza places and like abandoned churches, and that's pretty much it.
All right, let's jump right into the episode. Yes, season 3, episode 1, the season premiere where there's smoke. The gals are on the Herbert H. Lehman ferry, which was a former Staten Island ferry. I assume, Maureen, that you have been on this ferry, given how many times you have.
I basically was born on this ferry. I've been on this ferry so many times. And no one has ever looked as good as the 4 of them look on this ferry. Everyone in the back looks appropriate. Everyone in the front, not so much.
Yeah, so they are headed to Staten Island because Carrie is going to be judging the FDNY Hot Fireman contest. I looked this up and I cannot find evidence that a contest like this exists, but they do the annual calendar. And at some point, they actually started also they have a male calendar and a female calendar. So there's gender parity.
Thank God.
Yeah.
This is just like when they started naming like warships after women. You know what I mean? Like it's another big feminism win.
I also imagine this feels like a pre 9/11 thing. I don't know that like post 9/11 they would do a competition.
Caroline, I'm so glad you brought up 9/11 because it's basically the only thing I'm thinking about when I'm watching this episode.
This came out in June of 2000, so we are right on the cusp. We did the train episode where Samantha and Carrie take a train, and 9/11 also came up because that episode aired almost exactly a year after 9/11, and the reason Carrie wants to take a train is because she doesn't want the National Guard going through her makeup at the airport.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow. I would love to see just a master cut of every time they kind of reference 9/11 on this show. Because it never really comes up. But she's like, I can't have the National Guard going through my makeup. You're like, well, Carrie, people died.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like every Carrie meme where like they're talking about something serious and she's like, Big's moving to Paris.
I love Big's moving to Paris.
We have reached Staten Island and the firemen are taking their shirts off and Carrie is a judge. She's blowing her little whistle, having the time of her life.
For me, Carrie is a perfect level of celebrity. Like, this is the stuff I want to be asked to do. I want to be asked to judge, like, a hot fireman calendar competition. Like, just minor celebrity. Like, will you come to Staten Island, get off the ferry, and judge hot men? Yes.
This is also, for me, like, this is peak Carrie. This is also kind of why I picked this episode. The way that she, like, looks in season 3 is my favorite. The hair toss, the earrings, the tube top, the necklaces, like, I tried to look like this as a chubby ginger in 8th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I genuinely wanted to look like.
Oh, yeah. I had a top that was very, very, very similar to what she's wearing right now.
Yes, me too.
Okay, I had to take this screenshot because do either of you know who this is? Like, what actress this is?
Yeah.
No.
Kathy, guys. Yeah.
Kathy, exactly. Yes, it is Marceline, none other than Marceline Hugo, incredible character actress. Obviously, Samantha's at the front. She's eyeing up the firemen. And Carrie at the judges' table, we meet this man, Bill Kelley, played by none other than Roger Sterling, a.k.a. John Slattery. Mm-hmm. He is asking Carrie if this fireman is hot. And Carrie, we had gotten voiceover and introduction that he was campaigning for New York City comptroller. I'm not sure exactly what the obsession with comptrollers is for Michael Patrick King. Like maybe he dated a comptroller.
Or it's like a word that Samantha could be like, oh, I'll comptroll you in bed.
Yeah.
Like
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys ever have, like, I'll just be living my life and I'll, like, come across, like, a word like spatchcock in relation to, like, cooking a chicken. And I'm like, God, if only there had been an opportunity for Samantha Jones to use the word spatchcock.
We would have been so lucky.
I know.
I would love to just hear her take on podcasts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure there's something good in there.
If I'm going to be talking that long, I better be using my mouth for something else after.
Thank you. There it is.
Along those lines.
Can you Spotify my clit?
Oh, Jesus. So Carrie's like, stop looking at me. Stop looking at me being hot. Watch the fireman.
The fireman.
Oh my God, watch the fireman. Stop. And he says I'm more into cops, which like, boo. Boo to that. So here I will present our own little hot fireman contest of sorts. I chose fire safety mascots so that we weren't judging actual people's hotness.
Thank God.
So we will rank the following fire safety mascots out of 10. 10 being hottest, 1 being least hot.
Least hot. Got it.
First we have Smokey the Bear. Our
10.
thoughts on Smokey the Bear.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting my little pad together. Okay, never mind. 9.2 is what I was trying to draw on my phone.
9.2. 9.2.
Yeah.
Why did we take off 0.8?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what else we have coming. I can't start with a 10.
Oh, okay. I got you. You're saving it for later. I never realized that Smokey the Bear was this hot. I was looking at pictures of Smokey the Bear and I was like, oh, he's always shirtless, like wearing like jeans with a belt, which is just like incredibly sexy. This is a sexy bear.
Thick thighs save lives.
And he's pointing at us and he goes, only you. You're like, only me.
Only
Wow.
me.
Oh my God,
Smokey the Bear. He's got a shovel, which the shovel makes me a little nervous.
The shovel I don't love.
And that's
What
how we get
with the
9.2.
shovel?
Yeah.
So we've got 9.2 and 10 for Smokey the Bear. Good to know. Now we have Sparky the Fire Dog. Sparky is, I think, the National Fire Protection Agency's mascot. As you can see, Sparky plays the electric guitar. What do we think about Sparky?
I do think it's cool that Sparky plays guitar. I do wonder if this is a little bit of a hat on a hat situation. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, he's already a dog that fights fires, and now we're adding an electric guitar. I'm just like, for who? Not for me. I don't need it.
I think I'm at a 4, only because I went through a period because we all had the live action 101 Dalmatians as a kid, and I wanted a Dalmatian, and they're nightmare dogs, and I can only imagine wanting to have sex with a fire Dalmatian. That like this, it makes me think of the jazz musician in season 4.
Yeah,
so
they carry like a bass.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think this is a lot that like I don't know that I can handle.
I was gonna say 5, but now that you said the jazz musician thing, I want to go down to 2.
It feels very encumbered to have an electric guitar on if there's like a fire emergency. Like you gotta get the thing off. You know,
let me just finish shredding and then I'll get to the fire.
I got a dope solo coming up and then I'll put it out. Now we have a couple. Now, the Dalmatian here is Hot Dog and the Chocolate Lab is Siren. And these two are the mascots for FDNY Smart. So they teach fire safety. As you can see, they are not cartoons. They are live action mascots. They do not talk.
I don't like that the gloves on the dog, the brunette dog, are just blue. There's no like cohesion there. For me, it's gonna be a pass. Specifically because those heads look really heavy, don't they? Yeah. I'm gonna say 2 just because there's 2 of them.
I'm similar because the eyes aren't moving. That really unsettles me. I don't like how big the eyes are, and they're just gonna keep looking at me like they're concerned that I'm gonna start a fire, and that's like not what you want in a sexual situation. So I feel
maybe
like for
some people do.
Maybe some people do. Maybe not for me. And so I think for that, I think like 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a little.
All
It's also double the trouble. I don't know that I need 2.
Yeah.
It's too much. I don't need to tally it up because the obvious winner is Smokey the Bear.
Obviously.
That's what I say.
He's hot. He's really
hot.
not much to be said. He's hot. All right, moving on. Miranda is having a Staten Island iced tea. Maureen, I have to ask, is a Staten Island iced tea real?
I don't think so, but when I was drinking on Staten Island, like 4 Locos were still legal, so
sure.
I'm not so sure that like Staten Island iced tea was making its way to me.
So Miranda has 1 sip of her Staten Island iced tea and is drunk. They start talking about Miranda's confusing on-again, off-again relationship with Steve, and Miranda's like, I don't want to talk about it. There's nothing there. And Samantha, of course, is like, you and Steve aren't just friends. We're just friends. I don't put my dick in you. And Miranda says, after another one of these, I might let you. And of course, all of us watching with 2026 vision are like, is that what you wanted, friend?
I'm sad again. Sad we didn't get that.
Me too. I also believe, and obviously, like, we could have talked about the many episodes where Samantha has Maria, her gay lover, as she calls her lesbian lover. But I believe that Samantha could absolutely strap up to attention and fuck her friend Miranda. And I would love to see it.
Maureen, if you haven't watched Industry, there's a powerful scene with a strap-on that we covered.
There is.
Yeah, that we recommend.
I do.
I actually, because of your podcast, have been like, I think I should watch Industry. So I think I gotta get in there.
Yeah, there's some
so
powerful lesbian like undertones on that show.
Yes. And yeah, that's basically all I'm looking for in any TV show.
Charlotte is like, I don't know that like these men are like our men, because of course Charlotte is scandalized by Staten Island. I can't think of a more relevant example of a fish out of water than Charlotte York in Staten Island. But Miranda's like, well, what tipped you off? The pleather jackets or the smell of high karate? Do either of you know what this is? Because I didn't know what this is for like 2+ decades until I just looked it up.
High karate, no.
It is an aftershave / cologne, and this was an ad for it. The ads for it showcased like how to defend yourself against a woman who is way too passionately attracted to you because you used high karate. Anyway, here's this. This sucks. Now we have Ricky. Ricky has caught Samantha's eye. He's got a cheetah tattoo on his arm.
The largest cross that I've never noticed before this episode. Like, the cross gets bigger every time we see him.
Yeah, literally it does. And it feels like they are trying to pass like an Italian slur over us. They make his name Ricky Fantucci, and then he's like medically stupid the whole time. Like, it's just like, I'm sorry, was Joey Alfredo not available? Like, they clear legal? Yeah, he's medically stupid, and he's just the whole time like the big dumb guy from Staten Island. I'm like, perfect, no notes, love it.
Joey Alfredo, I love that. Yeah, so obviously we get a classic Samantha line. I'd like to show him my lower Manhattan. Also, her hair in this episode is incredible. She looks like Marilyn Monroe. Like, she just looks amazing. I mean, she looks amazing. Now I could run through a wall every time I see this. Bad Girls by Donna Summer is playing. Contest is over. We are under the disco ball. Yeah. And Carrie is doing...
beep beep.
Yes, toot toot beep beep. Oh my God. Carrie's dancing in this is like iconic to me. Both cringy and also like, I want to look like that when I'm dancing. Like,
it's like the perfect amount of like, she's like one cocktail in, one Staten Island iced tea. You're like levitating. It's the perfect amount of alcohol for this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
And I think also just like, and I will not stop saying this on every podcast I talk about Sex and the City on, I just think like SJP did it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, she has it, and the way that she makes Carrie, who is arguably one of the most annoying people that any of us have ever encountered in any media, she makes her like an it girl. She makes her weird dancing look amazing. Look at her outfit. If either of you wore this outfit, I would put you in the hospital. You know what I mean? But like, she looks amazing in it. It's incredible.
I know. And she's also wearing like gold, like Puss in Boots.
Like, great. Yeah. Perfect.
And she pulls John Slattery with this outfit. Like,
she does.
Yeah.
Now we're back to Joey Alfredo with Samantha. And does not pick up on the fact that Samantha is just trying to like find a way in, pick up line.
To ride his bowl.
I don't know if Samantha has a nephew, but like
of course not.
I'd love to know more about Samantha as like an aunt. Like, that's...
Where did she come from? She never tells us.
These women exist outside of like having nuclear families.
Completely out of space and time. Yeah, they were just born.
Carrie, this is exactly, Maureen, what you were talking about. Like, Carrie has almost never looked better. Like, the hair... Mm-hmm. She looks incredible. Her skin is just like radiant. This is what I think I look like when I light a joint, even though I look like the little match girl.
I look like Smeagol trying to hit the bowl. You know what I mean? And she's just like, let me light your cigarette. Like, she's so perfect.
Can I say also here, It should have been Big or Bill Kelley, not Big or Aiden. This man has so much riz. Like, watching this, I was like, God, he really, like, every little move that he does this episode, I was like, this is so hot. This is like Big 2.0. Aiden is such a bumbling idiot. I know everyone's like, wow, you guys really hate Aiden on this podcast, and we do. I'm gonna triple down on it. I hate that man. I just like the glimmer of what could have been with this man. Like if we had seen him for 6 seasons instead of Aiden.
I know. He's got the riz, but he also had the piz, so he had to go.
Thank you, Andy. That was beautiful.
That was great.
It's true. I know, Caroline, you love Big. You're a Big apologist. Whatever. Yeah. I hate Big, but
that's fine. I know.
But it's crazy to me that she's talking about him and she's like, he just thinks he's like so the guy. And I'm like, he thinks he's the guy.
Yeah.
Where's Big? Getting killed by a wild boar in Napa? Like, are you kidding? He thinks he's the guy? The guy you love is the guy. Like,
I know.
Please.
Yeah.
I know. She's always so blinded by Big. She's fully digmatized by that man. Bill Kelley allows himself 1 cigarette a week. Good for you.
God, he's so hot.
He's so hot. It's crazy.
It's like...
I know.
God.
I know. And that salt and pepper, I know.
And the way that the tie is like a little loose, like it's like done, but it's just like pulled. Yeah.
I think I aged into my attraction to this man because I think as a teen when I was watching this, I was like, he's already got gray hair. Like, why do we think he's hot? And like, as I got older, I was like, ooh, hello.
Also, I will say points for him as well. He said yes to an event in a mostly female space and was like, I'm going to come in and I'm going to judge men and be okay with my masculinity. And that's was true. Like not a thing men were doing in 2000. So that is very hot to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
And he's literally the whole time just trying to get Carrie to register to vote. Yeah. He's like, no matter what happens here, go ahead and fucking vote for me, dude. And she's like, I can't. I'm busy buying shoes.
Of course, Bill Kelley's pickup line is, which district do you vote in? And Carrie immediately shows her ass that she does not engage in her civic duty of voting. I know Caroline is about to throw up. She's so mad.
And she thinks it's so chic. She thinks she's so chic about it. That's what's annoying.
He asks her out, and she's like, I'm just here with my friends. I'm just having a good time. I don't want to date. And he was like, what? Was it a bad breakup? This is where she does the incredible hair flip.
I mean, the only reason I think that I wear my hair curly is because of Carrie Bradshaw. I literally was talking to my wife about that. I feel like if I hadn't watched this show, I would have been flat ironing the shit out of my hair still to this day.
She's still doing a little bit of flirting, even though she's got her wounded broken heart from Big.
And actually, I'll say this is a little bit of growth for Carrie, that like she's like, actually, I'm like not trying to date right now. This is the one time Carrie has like a tiny bit of self-reflection to be like,
that's actually so true.
For me to like really go fully in on this. And I'm like, Carrie, one time I can give you a clap for this.
Yeah, she has more self-reflection about this than when she cheated on Aiden. She was like, I just don't know what I'm going to do when Miranda finds out. You're like, well, correct. What about Aiden?
Yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Carrie wants to go because politician's hitting on her, and she's like, he's so the guy, as you said, which is like crazy, the level of blindness of like, okay, what about Big? And then she mentions that she got we didn't have the words for it then, but she got the ick watching him give a politician's thumbs up. Caroline, did you want to discuss icks?
What icks do we have like this that are like a thumbs up?
Improv for sure.
Yeah. Seeing it done, having it mentioned.
Yeah.
This is going to sound awful, but like I have a vivid memory of a time I was dating a guy, and I probably wasn't even that into him to begin with, but he farted in front of me, and it was like a little like squeaky one, and I couldn't have sex with him again after that.
Valid.
And I know that you're supposed to reach that level of intimacy with a significant other where that's okay.
Some people have their lines. Like Charlotte would never. I'm sure to this day in the universe, Harry still hasn't farted in front of her.
And then there's like the other end of the spectrum. I was talking about this with friends last night, how Meghan Trainor
and her husband shits
side-by-side toilets.
Ripcord, pull the ripcord. I gotta get out. I literally can't. Like, I thought about that. I hyper fixated on that for weeks, Caroline. I was just like, what do you mean you're pooping next to each other?
I know. It comes like once a quarter, I think about it. It comes up, I'm like, oh yeah, Meghan Trainor and Daryl of Spy Kids have side-by-side toilets.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Oh
and
my
it's
God.
Specifically, Andy, so they can shit together. Because they were like, we miss each other when we're pooping.
Well, and it was also, she was like, well, we're up in the middle of the night, like, feeding our kids. So she was like, you know, sometimes you just gotta go.
You're on a date with someone and they're like, okay, so what are your icks? I'm trying to get to know you. And you're like, side-by-side toilets. And they're like, what?
I don't like when we shit next to each other. I don't want to shit near you. Okay, cool.
All right, cool.
They're like, I don't like slam poetry. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, I wish I didn't know that. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you the picture later. It'll make it worse.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Okay, this moment, Carrie, they're about to go, and Carrie's like, wait a minute, what's going on with Charlotte? How drunk is she? And we see Charlotte is...
Doctor's orders.
I just love it because we don't really get to see like Charlotte like this much with her hair literally down, but also just fully.
Look at the guy in the screenshot behind her. He's like,
I know.
I know. I just love it. She is like living so drunk, singing along. We are drunk on the ferry. Living, loving, hugging that pole. Carrie, of course, is like, Miranda, I hate you that I have to be the one taking care of Charlotte. Charlotte's almost fallen off the ferry into... is this the Hudson? What body?
Yeah, that's
or no?
The Hudson.
Okay.
The Hudson.
I'm so bad at geography. I'm like, is this the Atlantic Ocean? I don't know. So Charlotte has decided that she's getting married, foreshadowing because this is the season that we meet Trey. This is where it all began. I always feel like Samantha's bedroom in the earlier seasons before she moves to the meatpacking district looks like a chamber in like Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, 100% agree.
Yeah,
yes.
It's Phantom of the Opera vibes, like what I imagine is at the bottom of that opera house.
But they're getting it on. We're having a 4-alarm fire. Kim Cattrall, I need to know what vocal exercises she was doing to be like yelping in every single episode.
She's doing her scatting. That's
exactly.
Thank you,
Carol.
I heard, yeah. Zoobity-ba-ba.
Sabakipiye.
Yamakipiebo, Slattery for cable, in dog Latin, he quoth, UJ, sophistry!
He plays the bass and I just make up poems. We are at brunch. Charlotte is so hungover. I actually like can't watch, like she's doing such a good job playing hungover that like I can't watch this without feeling a little bit nauseous.
Yeah,
and, like, I'm gonna get a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
I
Exactly.
can smell the food and like how it's upsetting my olfactory system.
Yes.
Of course, Samantha is using brunch as the opportunity to tell everybody how wet she was last night.
Her hair looks like a wig in this scene. I don't know why. It looks like a wig.
It does. It does. It absolutely does. Charlotte, of course, is like, can you please be quiet? There's a child at the next table. Like, nobody wants to hear about how wet you were. And another iconic moment that really influenced, like, teenage Andy of, like, I don't ever have to have children. Thank fucking God.
Mm-hmm. And you also don't have to like make yourself smaller in the world for people with kids. That's what I love about Samantha. She's like, just because you chose to have kids, I don't have to minimize myself and my life for your comfort. I chose not to have kids, so eat my dick. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I love it. So yeah, they're getting into it about like why they find Fireman sexy. And of course, Samantha is always the one to like give the girls the truth. Like every man we sleep with fulfills some kind of fantasy. Miranda is really trying to figure out what it is that makes her attracted to firefighters. And I'm sitting here being like
I'm into men. Yeah. No, I like men. Here's what I like about them. I like their cuteness and their eyes. She's like, no, I like that. I do. I like it.
You're attracted to like a level of like strength and competency at something that they're passionate about. This sounds like a lesbian to me.
We know who's also got a lot of strength? Che Diaz.
Yeah.
Especially in her hands.
And I just love this. Samantha being like, oh, the truck is hot. Like, Samantha would have sex with a truck.
She would have sex with Knight Rider. You know the car that talks? If anyone could figure it out, Samantha could figure it out.
Samantha would be like, I want my Herbie to be fully loaded.
And of course, Charlotte says the obvious thing
Ooh.
to her. women all really just want to be rescued, which then like sends everybody into like
a spiral,
a catatonic spiral, because no one's ever supposed to say that sentence out loud. As we've all experienced, Charlotte's hangover is making her like fully existential
dread.
Exactly. Lose her mind.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And she's like, I'm exhausted from dating. Where is this fucking guy? And then my hair hurts, which
I love my hair hurts.
I know.
Yeah.
I love it. I can just feel it. Again, as a migraine sufferer, like my hair does hurt. Like
yeah, it does. Sometimes it really does. I love Charlotte so much. And I feel like when people, especially like young women, don't like Charlotte, call her boring, like kind of dismiss her, I'm like, so you don't like women is the thing. And that's the problem. Because Charlotte is just like a very nice young woman. And when I forced my wife at knife point to watch this show, she called this show Charlotte and Her 5 Best Friends, because she was like, she's the protagonist. Like Carrie is the narrator, but Charlotte is the protagonist.
It's true. Miranda is at her eye doctor, and we find out that Miranda's about to get LASIK. And now she's on a weird little, maybe it's a date, maybe it's not, maybe we're just hooking up, we don't know, with Steve. And yeah, Steve, of course, sweetie Steve is like, oh, you're not gonna be able to get home by yourself. Like, do you want me to come hold your hand? And Miranda's like, I'm just gonna ask Carrie. Which we all, as the educated viewer, we all know that's not gonna work out. Carrie doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's not gonna be helpful. So Steve's like, what are we doing here? And Miranda obviously is completely non-committal about it, as always, because this is one of the phases they go through where like Miranda can't quite put her finger on why. Why don't I want Steve fully? What is it? What's missing? Carrie and Charlotte are at some bar and they're, trying to find a man for Charlotte. JJ wanders over. This is so funny because JJ comes back in season, I want to say 6, when like Samantha's with Smith Jarrett. And I'm like, Justin Theroux played 2 different characters on this show. Every actor in New York has been like 8 different characters on Law and Order. Why was it important that we have
JJ stay consistent?
Yeah, why did we need JJ continuity? Like, I really don't understand that.
He's the moral center of the show.
I know.
Yeah, so he's hitting on Charlotte, calls her sweet lips. JJ doesn't leave him alone, even when they change locations. He's like, you didn't leave,
make me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
It's so funny. You didn't leave, you're just over here. That would have cracked my shit up.
Yeah. I was like, you're right. Do you want to buy me a drink?
Yeah, I would let him.
That's really good object permanence, buddy.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll give you a marshmallow.
The bar is in hell.
I know. Oh my God.
And then Arthur comes over looking like a big toe, trying to defend Charlotte's honor, ends up punching JJ in the face without really a whole lot of provocation other than like a little shove from JJ. But, of course, Charlotte is smitten in the moment. I don't know that I can think of a less attractive man than this one.
He definitely essayed someone at Harvard.
That is the vibe that he gives. And unfortunately, that does work for Charlotte. And something about me that's a little bit toxic is because I'm from New Jersey, went to college in Philly, and my family is from Staten Island. This, I think, would work on me. I think the aggression would work. I feel like I would be like, in another life, Charlotte is married to this guy, and that's just the rub. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like when he starts punching everyone in the restaurant, that makes me laugh. That makes me really laugh. And I might be like, all right, let's hang out more. Let's do one more date after this.
And then fucking JJ, like something crawling up out of hell, like one of the poor unfortunate souls in Ursula's garden comes up and of course grabs Carrie's thigh for stability, and Carrie yelps. Like, yeah, we are in hell.
She's just trying to enjoy her dirty martini.
Yeah, she's like, get off of me, dude. Also, there's an empty stool right next to her. Use that to pull yourself up.
Seriously. Carrie.
This outfit, I love
know.
every inch of it.
I know. She looks amazing. And of course, she's maxing out her credit card.
Okay, she was at Gucci today and spent $25,000 on scarves. Like, and this is like every month. I know. It's just insane.
And they just have to be like throwing them away, right? Because like she does, I mean, I'm sure you guys have covered to death how there's no way financially she could have been affording this. In this scene, I literally wrote down like, have we ever seen Carrie bring groceries home? Well, she's always carrying Jimmy Choo bags, but she's never once been like, I have bread.
The only grocery scene in that apartment is when Aiden had his George Foreman grill and there was
yes, oh my God,
peppers on there, and that's about it.
Correct. Yeah, I do not want to know Carrie's credit score. It is probably terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. John Slattery is waiting for her on her stoop.
So hot.
Brought her some voter registration forms. Very, very hot.
He's so hot. Whatever.
I
He's
know.
hot.
Kelley! Ugh! Really?
I know.
He's going to pee on you. He'll love it.
He'll love it. I really love it. She says he looks like a Jehovah's Witness with a good suit. He wants to see her shoes. She doesn't want to show him. He looks anyway, says they're sexy. And he's like, I can't stop thinking about you. He's trying to get her back on the ferry to Staten Island because he's got to do more campaigning out there in an Italian restaurant. And she says no. And he's like, listen, I'm going to drive my car up. I'm going to wait. You don't decide right now. Just think about it. And what did I say? Of fucking course, Carrie is not. And the reason that she gives, the flimsy reason she gives for not like taking Miranda to her appointment is that she has a column deadline. Like, Carrie, your friend is having like, a medical procedure.
And honestly, if I'm calling any of them, I'm calling Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte would actually like do the follow-up, go to the appointment with you.
Yeah, absolutely. But Miranda gets her big fat Sharpie and writes down the most important numbers, the drugstore, her doctor, and Shanghai Garden. Again, continuity-wise, this is the same name of the Chinese restaurant that she orders from later. So thank you, Michael Patrick King. Charlotte is on a date with this guy, and he's mentioning that he did the Hasty Pudding show at Harvard.
Double thumbs down. Do you both know about that Hasty Pudding?
No. I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's like it's basically where like a lot of the comedy writers come from at Harvard. They do like a big thing where they bring in a celebrity every year, but it's basically like where like Mad Magazine and like all of those writers came from. So they have their like Hasty Pudding like sketch group show. So whatever you see, it's around this time every year. I feel like it pops up on social media. They get whatever random celebrity to come there for the Hasty Pudding, and it's like, so that like upper echelon elite of those specific types of comedy writers come from that. And I was just like, this guy, I don't think he did the show. I think he like fell into the show. I don't think he was actually writing. I think this guy, they were like, this guy won't leave us alone, so he's gonna play a donkey in a suit for us in this sketch.
And he loved it. He had the time of his
life.
life.
He did amazing. He did it a couple of times.
Yeah. He caught the theater bug. They find out they have a mutual friend, this guy Tom, who also went to Harvard and is a traitor. And they're talking about Tom and his wife, and they're like, that's my idea of the perfect marriage. And the line reading that Charlotte gives she says, totally. Like, has always, I don't know, like, it's always just struck me as like, totally. Totally.
Yeah.
It's actually like full circle. It is Clueless. It's like, I love him. It's very that to me.
Yeah.
It's very like, I love him.
Yes. Oh, what was that? Oh, Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
I love him.
I love him.
And then some guy knocked Charlotte's chair.
God.
It's like whatever, but Arthur gets upset and is like, it's no way to treat a lady, ends up punching him in the face after the guy is like, relax, it's brunch, which that's a line I'm going to be adding to my everyday vernacular. Relax, it's brunch.
Relax, it's brunch is amazing.
Yeah, so he punches him in the face, continues to beat the shit out of him, and Charlotte realizes, like, this guy is not like a guy who defends a woman's honor. He's just kind of violent and likes to start fights, including with the poor waitress right behind him who's just trying to, like, get him out of there. Charlotte's White Knight turned into a White Nightmare. Incredible drag name, White Nightmare.
White Nightmare. It also took me until this rewatch when I wrote the word Arthur out that I was like, oh, they're doing the White Knight Arthur thing. I didn't even realize that. See, Andy, literally same.
Wow. Layers. The layers. This show can still surprise us. That did not occur to me at all. Miranda is out of LASIK. The world's blurry, but we can still see Steve in his goofy little shirt. Carrie enlisted Steve because she knew that Miranda wasn't going to call him on her own. And Miranda decides that, hey, I'm on Valium. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Okay,
That's-
this would be an iconic gay Halloween costume.
Oh my
Just
God.
to be Miranda
it
in
would
the
be.
LASIK goggles.
That would be,
great.
especially with the, like, I think she's wearing a trench coat. Isn't she wearing
Yeah, like a
long-
leather trench. Yeah.
Okay, great.
She's high on Valium, but she's lucid enough to be like, don't fucking talk to me about these goggles ever again. Yeah, Miranda does not want to be rescued, and so therefore she's so high that she ends up putting her dirty New York City shoes into her bed, which I get it.
That's an egg.
Even
boy.
the clothes gotta go.
Yeah.
The clothes
Yeah.
don't go in the bed.
Yes, exactly. But Steve's taking care of her, and when she wakes up the next morning with his Schlitz clown shirt in full focus,
He looks so cute.
I know, I love it. I'm incredibly sexually attracted to this image. Incredibly. I always say that like Berger is my big crush from Sex and the City, but I do think I'm lying to myself. I do think it is
Andy,
Steve.
is your big crush?
I know, it's
I
so
say that
fucking toxic.
every-
I'm aware.
It's bad.
I'm aware. I'm
That is
aware. I'm aware.
crazy. Mine is
I-
Maria.
And then Miranda realizes like
So
this
sweet.
man, I know, and she squeezes his little paw. Two little puppies falling back in love
Yeah.
on her peach sheets. Oh boy. Samantha arrives at the firehouse looking like Jessica Rabbit.
I like Mae West.
Legit.
I was thinking about, have you guys watched the Snatch Game with Alaska from All Star Season 2 where she's Mae West? And she's like,
Yes.
why don't you come up and fuck me up in the ass sometime?
Yes, very much that energy. So Samantha's fantasy has been deflated. I love this. She sits down and they politely offer her some chips, and she's like gingerly trying to not even sit
I know.
on that chair. I love it. I just love it.
Obviously, it's Sam's fantasy to have sex in the firehouse, but they can't go to his apartment. He lives with his ma. So they have to go to the firehouse.
Oh, this look.
Lighting a cig while Bill Kelley
Guns.
is down in the car.
Guns.
Yeah,
Counting-
jacked.
Yeah, jacked, seriously. So Bill Kelley's on the voicemail. He's counting down. He does a cute little, sometimes a girl needs a half.
Again, it should have been Big and Bill.
Big and Bill.
Yeah, so he realizes Carrie's not coming, but gets one last fucking vote.
That screenshot is so good, Andy.
Yeah.
She calls Miranda her emotional support person and is like, tell
Hey
me
girl,
why I'm
how
not
your eyes?
Nope, doesn't come up. Doesn't come up.
doesn't come up. How is that like pretty intense surgery you had on your eyes? How is it that they put a laser in your eyes? Nothing. Doesn't come up. Tell me why I'm so broken, Miranda. Just say it. She's like, you're terrified of getting hurt again because of big duh. And then the cinematography in this episode, like if you pay attention to it, it's actually like surprisingly incredible. They have this like beautiful shot like that like circles around Carrie and then pans out. Her dress is the same color as the sky. Like I don't know, like the aesthetics of this episode are like really outrageously good. She shows up and is like, just to be clear, not a date. I'm a concerned citizen because there's a woman who's leaving poodle shit. And if you're Meghan Trainor, this might this might do it.
This could be for you.
She's all about that poop. All about that poop. No drama.
You know what? This is not the platform for it, but I feel very betrayed by the fact that she's
So goddamn skinny. I know. It is
And,
crazy
like-
that every celebrity woman we could blow away now with just like a big breath. I'm like, I don't know what happened.
Exactly. And half of them previously, before Ozempic came along, were telling all of us that we were beautiful just the way we were because they were beautiful just the way they were. And now you're like, okay, so you were fucking lying. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you very
basically
much.
Carrie Bradshaw and Dove's Love Your Body campaign. Those are the two reasons I am insufferable today. You know what I mean? And if I did not have that, I would be a
Man.
different person.
Yeah.
She finally admits to Bill Kelley, like, yeah, it was a shitty breakup, so, like, we're taking this slow. Meanwhile, Samantha finally gets to fulfill her fantasy, sliding down the pole. She must have like put baby powder on her thighs.
That must
before
have
she
hurt
did
so
that.
bad.
Yeah, so Samantha slides down the pole, and then we have sex on the back of the fire truck. Samantha is excited about trying on their little fireman outfits because they're all laid out, ready to
It's
go.
amazing it covers her entire nipple.
There is a fire, and this guy needs his outfit.
So this guy is my cousin. Like, just like, here. I'm like, this guy's my cousin. Look at him. He's a ginger. I'm like, we're related.
Yeah.
You know me. I know you.
Yeah.
That's Chris Santiago, and he's my cousin. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. That's amazing. Samantha ends up left in the dust in her tiny underwear holding her shoes while an old couple walks by and is like, New York.
Do you guys think next week at the firehouse they had an email go around that was like, so gentle reminder about having visitors and wearing the gear. Just so everyone is reminded, we're not allowed to have visitors come to the fire.
Or it's like the chief that comes in and he's like, okay, guys, I know I don't have to say this, but we can't have women over here having sex.
Everyone's excited about the fucking calendar, but we have to relax.
Yeah. Do it on your own time, not on our time.
I know most of you live with your mothers, but you're gonna have to find another place.
Maybe you can put all your paychecks in together to have one apartment that you can all
one dirty
go
mattress.
So these two, Bill Kelley just, can't stop it with like the voting
So
references. So hot. Asks if she gets her vote. They start making out. And this is pretty hot making out. This is
It
like,
is so hot.
we want each other real bad. And he's like, you're so sexy, come home with me. And she's like, no, kissing is enough for tonight. She ends up leaving, trying to catch the ferry, and releases this joke into the air to no one that I lost my chew. I lost my chew. Nobody was listening, Carrie. She just said it to the ether. But Cinderella puts on her own Jimmy Choo. Just as Bill Kelley is pulling up, we get Carrie's narration again. She's like, so I guess sometimes a woman absolutely has to be rescued when she's late for the ferry. Bill Kelley gives her a cringy thumbs up, and then he doesn't know how to get off Staten Island, and Carrie needs to give him directions. And sometimes a woman absolutely has to rescue a man. And speaking of things we didn't notice until now, she says Staten Island fairy tale. And because I usually am like folding my laundry when I watch this, I didn't realize it was a pun.
Yeah.
That's where she ends. What are our final thoughts, y'all?
I love this in a vacuum because if we don't ever watch another episode of this show, they end up together. Big is killed in 9/11, and John Slattery never asks Carrie to pee on him, and they have a beautiful relationship.
Yeah. Or Carrie decides that she's gonna like not kink shame somebody and like maybe give it a go. I mean, don't do something you're not
sex
comfortable
columnist.
with.
Go ahead and pee on him. He said in the shower. At least
She's
it's not
such a
like
prude.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we've talked about this many times. For a sex columnist, Carrie is pretty vanilla.
Especially in Just Like That, when they were like talking to her about vibrators, and she was like, I can't talk about that. And you're like, that's your whole job, actually.
I know. They really like make her, I don't know what the writers like do to her. They make her so anti-sex. They're like, guys, that's not who she is. That's, I hate to tell you, but it's just, Bill Kelley, really, what a man.
Maureen, for people who want to see more of you, because why wouldn't they want to see more of you, where can they do that?
You can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Maureen the Comic. It used to be Maureen the Clown, but in Chicago, if you're not a clown, people are upset with you. So it's just Maureen the Comic now. You can't pretend to be a clown and not be a clown in Chicago.
Yeah.
I also produce a show at the Lincoln Lodge, if anybody is in Chicago, called Slumber Party. And I'm starting a podcast, a Bravo recap podcast called No Context. And that'll be a live show and a podcast called No Context.
Okay, we might have to talk off mic about this.
We'll have to talk. We'll have to chat.
Caroline's very, very excited, as am I. Thank you so much, Maureen. This was so fun. Love this episode. If you want to see more of us, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at And Just Like Yap. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We just finished recapping Industry Season 4. We're about to start Euphoria Season 4. My God, I'm worried for all of us. Pray for us. And we will be doing more of these original Sex and the City recaps as well. We love y'all.